Hello YouTube, how are you doing today? Today's day 267 of my Becoming Productive series, beginning of week 39. I just finished piecing together the editing, cutting down week 38's footage. I'm not going to do the render files overnight because I don't feel like leaving the computer on for like 6 to 8 hours. It's only gonna. I don't think it's gonna really take more than 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, to render to do the render files for this because it's only about 13 minutes long. I didn't work on any thumbnails, do anything like that. Just I responded to a comment from one of my videos. They asked about how I did something, so I answered it. Like 89 subscribers, I think. I'm at 90 subscribers, 10 away from 100. I was thinking maybe I should try to do something for 100. I mean, the last video I did was for 69 subscribers. So if I do another video and it's only for like to celebrate getting to 100 subscribers, well, I don't know. I'm only gonna release videos for every milestone I hit. Ooh, that's what I do have an idea. I could try to do something for 99. That could be interesting. Maybe I could do that. At least if I'm gonna do it, I gotta get it ready because I think I got. How long did it get me? I think I had 80 subscribers before the 8th is when I had 80 subscribers. So it was 5 days ago. So it could take me 5 days. It could take me less than 5 days to get to 99 or 100 subscribers. So if I'm gonna do something, I guess I gotta work on it. But I've spent too much time talking about it today. So here's to the new week. And if you stuck around for this long, well, you can maybe be interested in hearing what else I have to say, or check any other links or whatever I have to the first video in the series at all. But if you have any interest in sticking around to see anything else, I invite you to. There's probably not really that much interesting, but here's to the new week. Day 268, Becoming Productive. I've uploaded week 38 video. I did some exercising today. I'm in the process of doing laundry because I needed to get clean socks, but I didn't do like my other clothes. I did what was in the hamper for everyone else's clothes but I know I needed to do socks. I didn't have any clean socks for tomorrow, so it's in the washer that needs to go into the dryer. I haven't done any work on thumbnails. I actually spent an exorbitant amount of time on Magic Arena messing around and experimenting with some shenanigans that could be done with Orvar, mutate, copying, changing, basically what I was doing was Orvar has changeling. So it's every creature type, including human, which means you normally wouldn't be able to mutate on top of him. But there's starting to development, and there's also and I just discovered this, there's that one warrior that can turn a creature into a coward. And if it's turned into a coward, it overrides all of its other creature types. So that's interesting. So then, basically what you can do, you could either turn Orvar into a serpent with Startling, whatever, the one that turns the 4/4, starting the development, or you could turn it into a coward with that other warrior. Then you can mutate on top of it, and you could use it with Lord Drakus or whatever, anything like that. And then you can use Glasspool Mimic or Mythos of Aluna or something like that in order to make a copy of the Drakus that then has the ability to copy other things. So then you can start targeting things. And what's also fun is then what you could do is, and also you could use something to return. You pay a instant that can return a creature to the hand. such as, which also a new interesting card, in that I don't think it's part of like the main set. I think it's part of one of those starter deck things that has cards that aren't it, and it's the one that can return a creature, and then each shapeshifter you control becomes a copy of. You may have each shapeshifter you control become a copy. That's another way you could also change Orvar into a non-human creature, like into a creature that doesn't have changeling, because then if it becomes a copy of a creature that doesn't have like change, or is another creature type, or it's like that doesn't have changeling, it just overrides it, and then you can mutate on top of it then. But anyway, it's like what you could do is like, let's say specifically Lord Dracus, which can return instance refers. You can mutate onto the creature, and then you make a copy of it, right? You target it. Let's say you made it, and then you have like two Orvar, like two creatures that have the Orvar abilities out, and then you target that with a spell that can return it to its hand. It makes a copy of it that has those mutate abilities on it. It's like whenever this creature mutates, it does such and such. Then what you do is you take the mutate cards that you have in your hand that you return, and you mutate onto the new ones, and it gets a new instance of the mutate. So the first one would have had the Lord Dracus the first time, one time, whenever it mutates, you do it. And then if you create a copy and you take the original Lord Dracus and you mutate onto it, and then gains another instance of mutate, return an instance, so you now can return 2. And then if you could do this multiple times over and over, it's incredibly awkward, clunky, ridiculous, over the top, overkill, mana inefficient, but it's like, it's fun and it's ridiculous and it's... And I was also messing around with using like a Crow in War. There was also one thing I was trying to figure out is like, if there's like Flicker of Fate, which is an exile creature or enchantment, and then return it to the battlefield on its owner's control. I was curious because Acronis War says for as long as you control it, or as long as, I think it's for as long as you control this the saga, you control the creature. I was wondering, well, like at what points the state-based actions are checked. So if it's exiled and immediately comes back to the battlefield, does it count it as leaving? Or because it's like, but then I checked it and it did it and it ends up removing it. But then of course you just quit it. But then I was also using Orvar to target the Crow in War in order to make copies of a Crow in War, and then taking control of the creatures, and then also copying the creatures. It's like a whole bunch of silly. And then using Dance of the Manse to bring a Crow in War back from the graveyard as a creature, and then that was another thing. I didn't do that. That was one thing I was gonna try to do. Bring the saga back as a creature, and then mutate on top of the creature enchantment, and then make copies, and then start making copies of the saga. That's another thing I need to do. I need to do that because something else. Anyway, this was fun. It was totally a waste of time, but I was having fun doing. I didn't do it in actually any legitimate matches. I did it in the bot match. But anyway, yeah, I had fun doing that tonight, and well, I think I'm just gonna go to bed now. First, I'm gonna take care of putting the stuff in the washer and the dryer, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So until tomorrow. Hello again, it's day 269. I spent some more time messing around in Magic with Mutate, this time mutating on to animated artifacts using Animating Fairy, and then copying it that way, such as the other side of Rydane, the one that reduces damage and like counters spells and abilities that target your things, and also the Lithoform engine, making copies of that, and finding out certain interesting things, like where it's like if you what seems as though like the power and toughness setting of animating fairy, or I guess like any sort of effect that sets the power and toughness, overrides any sort of mutating ability. So like I had mutated the shark after like the pouncing sore shark on top of a animated lithoform engine, and like animating fairy creates a turns it into an artifact creature that's 0/0, and puts 4+1/+1 counters on it. And I would have thought, like, if you after the fact, and it becomes, if you mutate over top of it, then it would be the creature, You would think there would be a 4/3 with 4+1+1 counters on it, making it like an 8/7. But no, it still remained a 4/4 creature with it created like basically base power toughness 0/0 with 4+1, just making it a 4/4. But another thing it also interestingly did is it made it an artifact creature as well. So the mutated creature is an artifact creature. So I guess if it becomes an artifact, I guess that aspect also is overwritten, or it adds that effect to it, even after being mutated onto. But if you make copies of it, it's just the copy of the base, like, mutate creature. It doesn't, like, the copy isn't an artifact creature, and the copy has the stats of the normal mutate creature, whatever would have been on top. So that was an interesting thing to discover. Anyway, also didn't work on any thumbnails. I spent some time trying to get a video done, or trying to mess around with finalizing another installment, one that I had started. But basically, I have the basic premise like done, but it's like I was trying to add some sort of extra element, some sort of extra thing to it to make it funnier or more interesting or something like that. And then the ideas, I just couldn't come up with anything. And the ideas that I had, they just didn't seem to be clicking. I wasn't feeling it. And it's like, do I just upload the version, the base, the bare bones version of it, where it's still kind of where it still works, but it's not necessarily interesting? I don't know. Again, I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, I'm starting to feel like, I'm at 95 subscribers. I have an idea. I've been messing around with trying to come up with videos for 99 or 100. But again, I don't really, like, how many more of these videos do I really have the inspiration to do? I don't know, I guess I feel like I'm sort of running out of, like, interest in doing more of these videos, because, like, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go to sleep now, and well, maybe some refreshing sleep or rest will rejuvenate me or reset, or maybe I'll feel better in the morning. Day 270. I didn't do any more videos, and it was only within the last maybe hour or so I started working on another thumbnail for one of Michael's videos. But I'm getting really tired, and I really just want to go to bed now. So that's what we're going to do. And the only other things I did today was play a couple games, Strixhaven and Sealed. A bit underwhelmed by the experience, at least the first time. Still in the middle of the second one, which I'm doing better in. It seems like really like the only lesson cards that I'm seeing that any sort of value, at least what I've been using, is the one that creates a 0/0 fractal with X+1+1 counters on it. And I guess the one that can exile an online permanent while allowing the controller to draw a card is like like a last ditch possible take care of a problematic thing. Yeah, so it seems as though really the Silver Quill Elder Dragon, the black white one, where you basically have to choose two different players to choose effects, does not help you if you're behind. So it's basically just like a win more card. Like, maybe if you're kind of at parity or maybe a little bit ahead, like, it'll help keep you ahead possibly, because you can always choose the one that'll benefit you more than the other person. But if you are behind, it's not, if you're almost dead, it's not gonna pull you out of a jam if you're on the ropes. That's the other thing that I saw. Although the green blue one in the current one, which is the version which is the most recent one, is like the green blue one, Tanazir or something like that one. That one has actually proven to be a pretty effective Elder Dragon. Definitely better than the black white one. Although it's interesting, and the first game, well, not the first game, but like the first Sealed that I did, there was a game in which the person was definitely in a better position than I was. And I made sure to drop the Silver Quill post-combat so that I wasn't forced to me. But then they ended up conceding even though they were very clearly in a better position than me, and they were going to benefit more from my dragon than mine. So, but they just conceded. It's like, well, whatever. Not that I ended up doing that well. I think I only won 2 games out of that, 2 or 3 maybe. Uh, oh wait, no. I did complete 2 full things. The second one that I did, I actually managed to do 6 games. I lost the 7th one, but I did much better that one. So I don't know how much. I don't know. I've just been sort of feeling with it. Anyway, time to go to bed. That's it for tonight. Day 271. I'm gonna be going to bed now. I did another thumbnail for one of Michael's videos. The one for Brand New Seekers, and I started working on the thumbnail for the last of the videos on Michael's channel, the Gangster Parrot one. And now I'm going to go to bed, and I didn't work on anything else. I kind of watched 2 movies today. I didn't watch all of it. Like Hotel Rwanda, I watched most of Hotel Rwanda. It primarily it was like on the TV, and primarily it kind of caught my attention just because of the way it looked. It's from the movies from 2004, I believe, but it was just like it kind of stood out to me just how much it didn't look like a 2000s movie. Other than maybe there are other 2000s movies. Like it had the look like, I don't know. There's something about like sort of the film quality, or just the lighting, or the grading, or the contrast, or something. It just something about it just looked like a '90s movie, like a movie that had come out in the '90s. Like if you showed me a screenshot of it and you asked me to guess what year or what decade it would have come out, I probably might have said like maybe even the '80s or '90s. There's just something. There's just a sort of quality that I just couldn't really pick out. That let's say compared to Batman Begins, which came out in 2005, that I would say looks like a mid 2000s or a 2000s movie, just about the way it looks. But this one, Hotel Rwanda, made kind of looked like a '90s movie, which is interesting. And I even spent some time trying to looking at some of who the cinematographer was. It was something Fraisse, is a French guy, and I tried to look at some of maybe his most recent ones, and one of them, I think it was Girl on a Bicycle, from 2014, and I started watching it. Apparently, it's on YouTube. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just wanted to compare from Hotel Rwanda to this, and Girl on a Bicycle looks like a 2000s movie. Looks like a movie in there's something about, like, it also looks like it's probably digital. I think that's another thing. I think Hotel Rwanda was probably definitely shot on film, but I don't know how much of the look is due to the fact that it's shot on film, because I know Christopher Nolan shoots on film, and even his films still look like movies made in the 2000s. There's a certain quality, that just certain lighting or whatever it is, framing, like the way shots are framed or something like that. They just look more modern. And another film I kind of rewatched a bit that was like on the same channel and showed up like afterwards is Seven Psychopaths. It's a movie that I remember enjoying, and I just figured I had to just leave it on and just kind of watch it in the background, and it's still as enjoyable as I remember it being. So yeah, that's all I did today. Yep, it's time to see what else I can get done tomorrow. Till then. Day 272. I finished the last thumbnail for Michael's videos. I created 2 more videos for my secondary channel. One I plan to upload once I get to 99 subscribers. The other one I plan to have it scheduled to go live tomorrow. And the only other thing that I noticed is sort of annoys me, is that I discovered that there's a video on someone's channel which is basically the same idea as one of the videos that I did. It was uploaded after mine, like 2 or so weeks after mine was uploaded, but it's more poorly executed and has 10 times the views. And they don't have any tags, because I can see, because I have the tube buddy that can show stuff like, yeah, their video for their version doesn't have any tags, doesn't really have a description other than linking back to the original song that their cut down version is. It's like, Like, I don't. And the thing is, somebody else before I uploaded mine, like who had commented on my video, said that they had done a version before, and theirs has like no views. Also, this person has like a third of the number of views. I mean, a third of the number of subscribers that I have now. But their video has just sort of taken off, and I don't understand how. The only thing I could think of is maybe there's some sort of playlist that someone put their video into and it's getting views that way. That seems to be like the only way that I can imagine their video is getting a ton of views. It's like their video in basically 2 weeks, because their video has been up since the middle of March, right? Yeah, so like about a month ago. And their video basically has almost as many views as my top performing video on my secondary channel. And I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense. It makes absolutely zero fucking sense. It's like, I would have thought, because it's the type of video, because the source that it was a video, it was one of those, like, versions, like, when I did it, I thought, like, well, this is probably one of those videos that has the chance to go viral because it's based off of one of these videos that's very popular that people do iterations of. But it never ended up actually, even though I stuck it as an end card on my video, on the most popular video, to get in basically a third of all the views on that video are from the end card. But for whatever fucking reason, whatever recommendation, whatever the algorithm, whatever the thing the YouTube algorithm is fucking looking for, decided to pick that person's video. I don't get it. It really makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Anyway, that's it for today. And I'll continue working on the other videos that I had started. See if I can get that done. The previous thing I meant to release on April Fool's Day. Maybe I'll get that. Maybe I'll finally get that video done. Anyway, till tomorrow. Day 273, last day of week 39. I didn't do work of anything. I didn't work on anything today. I don't think. Nah, didn't work on anything today. I had a video. I made my video go public. I think today ended up being a record low for, I guess, as in the lowest point in terms of views per hour this day in terms of the videos that I got. I think it looked like I gained a subscriber and then shortly lost a subscriber, like after the upload of the video. I don't know what could have done it. I don't know. Maybe people who have subscribed for the one mashup thing that I did, they probably saw all the other videos that I've been putting. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe I just need to be, like, at this point, like, not be that, like, what's the word? Hung up necessarily. Just, I mean, the thing is, like, one thing I did do is get started on preparing to do a new video that's not related to the series of videos that I had been doing, but it's just a sort of a funny, at least what I think is sort of a funny idea for a video. So I did download the most of the sources that I need for it, but I haven't gotten started in it. And of course today, well, not today, well, next day, it's like tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to be spending the day editing this video together. So I'm also thinking maybe I should try to do the things for my my other account, my main account. The few ideas that I had, such as the video that no one will watch. It's basically saying, like, you will not watch this video, and sort of like the thing that I wrote the script for, and the sort of like the thing. It's been a while since I've recited it, but like reciting the name of Johann Gamblepoli von Ausfrench, Splendid Schlitt, Chris, Cranbon, Friedrich, Dingle, Dangle, Dongle, Burstein, von Neckershacker, von Neckerthescher, Applebanger, Horowitz, Tickelenze, Grand, Nazi Speltinger, Grand, Lake, Rumble, Miles, Posavasa, Kurz, Lake, Kimberleisen, Bahnwagen, Gutenabend, Bitte, and Nürnberger, Bratwasser, Gespritten, mit Zweimacher, Lupe, Hunsfurt, Gumbarabischen, und Alkohols, Fleisch, mit Alkohol, Halkopf, Wum. I think I got that right. I don't know, I don't even know if I necessarily got all the pronunciations correctly, and I'm not 100% confident that I got all the words right. But anyway, so, yeah, I just there's no reason to extend or drag this on any longer. That's it for week 39, and here's the beginning of week 40.